Hello everybody, this is Bishop.Religion here in Amarillo, Texas. I am coming live from my home office, and I want to talk to you about a book that my friend John Shorey, who's the author of The Window of the Lord's Return 2012-2020, Are We the Tribulation Generation? And you can see a picture of John Shorey right there. And it says, God's time clock is ticking. Author John Shorey clearly lays out, starting in Revelation, that shows we are experiencing the birth pangs of the historic window of events prophesied in the Bible. Many people have questions about these times. Will Gentiles be saved after the rapture? Can the President of the United States be the Antichrist? Does the Antichrist get fatally wounded in the head? Are the seals of Revelation 6 the wrath of God? Can we know the year of the Lord's return? Find the answers to these questions and more. Are you really prepared for what is coming? Don't be caught unaware. About the author, John Shorey attended Northwest Bible College in Kirkland, Washington, where he met his wife. They were married in 1978 and have raised two sons who are both serving the Lord. John and Shawante have spent much of their time as children pastors and as traveling evangelists to children and their families. They currently reside in Arizona. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to read you a 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, 1 through 6. Now, brothers, about times and dates we don't need to write to you, for you very well that day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly as labor pains and pregnant women, and they will not escape. But you, brothers, are not in darkness, so the day should surprise you like a thief. That's study point 1. And that's taken out of Revelations. When you read Revelations chapter 3, verse 2 and 3 in the King James Version, it says, Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die. For I have not found thy work perfect before God. Remember therefore how thou received and heard, and for thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon you. This verse is referring to those not ready for Christ's return. To them, Christ's return is coming as a thief in the night. And that explains a lot, because the second coming of Christ is, nobody knows when he's coming. But John is trying to say between 2012 and 2020 is when the Lord's return. That's the window when the Lord's return is supposed to come. Now I want everybody to take notes and take heed what I say and what John says, okay? John has been on the Jim Bakker show. He's going on there again this week on Thursday in Missouri. Now Jim Bakker, I've been a fan of Jim Bakker for a very long time. I've been a fan of Pat Robertson. I've been a fan of, Billy Graham, Jerry Carlos, Franklin Graham, Rod Parsley, Benny Hinn, John MacArthur, all those who inspired me. I had a mentor in London who ordained me a bishop, who gave me the Doctor of Divinity right before he passed. And it's been said that when Christ comes, the dead will rise first, then the living will go. But whoever has the mark of the beast, which is either the imprint of the 666 or the microchip in the hand. I consider the microchip in the hand the 666. Now, the coming of the Antichrist. Who is the Antichrist? Well, when I was in our 1993, they said Saddam Hussein was the Antichrist. Well, when they captured Saddam Hussein in 2003, they got him. But he wasn't the Antichrist. They said Adolf Hitler was the Antichrist back in World War II. You know, my stepdad was in World War II. He went to Germany to fight. He was on D-Day. I mean, he was everywhere. Long military background. I served the United States, and I'm proud of it. And I'll never, and if I had to do it again, I will. You know, I'm big, I'm strong, I'm 6'3", you know, over 300 pounds. You know, I got muscle, I'm only got 10% body weight. About that, I am helping John promote his book. I'm helping him. I'm building his website for him. The .name, the www.johnshorey.name, which is going to tell about everything. When it's done, I will put it up. Now, he puts in the book very symbolically about, you know, the election in 2012, about Obama getting presidency and all that. And I spent many times on the phone with John, and we were talking about the Syria conflict and everything, and, you know, what would happen if the U.S. struck Syria, Russia would, or that Syria would strike Israel would strike this country. You know, things like that is going to happen. I mean, that's war. It's holy war to me. When you think about it, I'm a religious man, and I will always do the Lord's work along with John, my wife, and whoever wants to join my ministry, you know, or who I want to join their ministry, like I want to join John's ministry. That's when I prayed for the last 3 days and fast for the last 3 days. The Holy Spirit told me that John's ministry is a good ministry, and after reading this, yeah, it is. I mean, if you look in the book of Revelations and go into chronological order, what it says, it tells you in detail what it says. Now, when I get to sign up, I will have a form where you can fill out Lord's companion for free, and I will send them to you. Unlocking the mystery of the book of Revelation, the book of Revelation in chronological order, coming of the Antichrist. John's got an article on Syria. I mean, I got notes here. I got tons of notes. Syria, you know, trigger economic collapse. Let me read you a couple of things in this that people will understand what John is coming from. I have been sharing my analysis of the impending situation in Syria and the Middle East with a few of my friends. I have been praying and hoping that our leaders would stand down, but it appears more likely this will not happen. This being the case, I feel compelled to share my thoughts with a broader audience. I will be sharing these thoughts below, and then I will share two internet news articles that strongly support what I have been saying. 4th, 2010. The news today is showing a great effort being made to gain the support of Congress for approval for attacking and punishing Syria for using chemical weapons on innocent civilians. The biggest argument I hear is, if we don't act, we will appear weak to the world for not acting after the line in the sand as have been crossed. So far, I question if the evidence presented is compelling enough to attack a sovereign nation. What I am going to share has many facts, and I will say right now that my conclusions are wrong, which I hope they are to myself. I might sound like a little redneck, but I am. The United States has been acting as the world cop for some time now, even when I was in there. This has been building up a great amount of resentment towards America, and the day has to come when America will be reduced from being the world's #1 superpower. I say this from a Bible prophecy perspective. America is not going to be a major player in the coming tribulation years according to the Bible. And this is a quote from John Shorey. Everything in here that I'm reading is from John Shorey, so I want you to understand. I agree on a lot of things that he's saying right now. Now I'm going to read you. Russia has equipped Syria with their most advanced anti-ship missiles. Wow, I didn't know that. You know, if Russia supplied Syria with the state-of-the-art 24-barrel rocket launchers, which has a range of 24 kms, ranked at the most developed artillery of its kind, which goes into Mach 6 to Mach 8, take out a couple of things. According to the New York Times, the P-800 anti-ship missiles that Russia has sent to Syria with highly advanced capabilities. Russia has sent advanced anti-ship cruise missiles to Syria, a move that illustrates the depth of its support for the Syrian government led by President Bashar al-Assad, American officials said Thursday. Come again.